Jake Butcher here with Patrick Tierney.
Live.
Asking him stuff about his local band, Armageddon.
I've never heard of that band ever in
So,
my
Pat,
life.
how's it going?
You promised me coffee and donuts.
I'm sorry. Anyways, let's, give me a little background on Armageddon. How did the band start?
I don't know. I got a text message. I'll forget that. Armageddon was a band that was been around since about 2012. And the one thing that made Armageddon very unique is that it was originally started by a kid who was 14 and his brother who was 10. And apparently they started playing shows and were immediately recognized for being able to play the thrashiest metal music ever. That's a mouthful to say. And being able to pull it off as well for their young age, which is something you don't see a lot in really anywhere except for Asia. And as time went on, members came and left the band, and I was playing a show with them in a band I was in at the time called Denying the Martyr. Anyway, they liked what they saw from my performance there, and they asked me to join the band that night. And I went over the next day and tried out and sat down with the two brothers that were in the band, and there was chemistry. So I said, man, why not? I'll come play a few shows with you guys, but I didn't want to be permanent. And then a few shows in, I'm like, okay, this is really awesome. I'll stay full on, and so I've been with them ever since.
All right. So, obviously, you said there was a few lineup changes since the band started.
Correct.
So, how long have the new members been in the band since you joined?
I've been in the band since officially since March, but I've been playing shows with them a little bit before then. I was practicing with them around January to begin with. The guy they have playing bass now, Derek Schultz, which is a fantastic bass player. Everybody go like Derek Schultz and his band pages. He's in 50 of them. I don't know all of them offhand. But he's been in the band since, I want to say, the summer. He's been in there since 2013, and they had a falling out with the guys they had at the time, and then he joined the band pretty much right after that happened. And they were just doing a three-piece until they got me in January.
Alright, and what's your role in the band?
I play guitar for the band, and I'm the, I just play guitar and whatever I feel fits in the music, whether that be rhythm or lead. I tend to be more of a rhythm player because I just don't care as much as them, because I'm not good at writing thrash metal songs, but
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, right? I'm no Kirk Hammett. Or Dave Mustaine.
Yeah. So, what has been the favorite show that you've played with this band so far?
Oh my god. I think I played 5 shows with them or something like that, and it's between their EP release show that they did at the Lair in Buffalo, which was my 3rd show ever. It was my first official show as the guitar player of the band, or our last show that we did back in
Back in Nam.
Back in Nam, yes, back in Vietnam. It was late March when we went to Cleveland, Ohio for the first time. And that was, surreal. Because, we're out there, never been to Cleveland before, and there was a bunch of people there that were there to support the bands that were there, first of all, and then just there just to hang out. And all of them got into the show, so that was very surreal and very, why has this not happened before?
Yeah.
Sort of vibe that happened when I was in that show. Tourette's.
Pretty cool. So, are there any upcoming shows with the band that you're pretty excited about?
Absolutely. We've got pretty much a few shows coming up. We got one local show. So far, out of all the shows that we have one local show that's going to be played at the Lair in Buffalo, where we did our EP release show. The show's in a basement show, so you better be involved if you go up to the show. We've got a show coming up at the Finger Lakes Metal Festival 2 days later, which is going to be awesome. It's my first time playing out there. Other than that, those are the only 2 dates confirmed, but we are looking at New York City, Connecticut, and Michigan in the summer. So
Cool. So, any plans about getting into the studio with them or recording an album?
well, when I first joined the band, they had just gotten out of the studio to release their debut EP, Age of Darkness, which is off of Vile Records. So anyone happens to go by Vile Records website, please drop $5 to buy the EP, and you'll get a physical copy or a digital copy. As far as me going into the studio, I would say when we're ready to record a full length, which I don't know when that will be. Probably not anytime soon because we're still supporting our Age of Darkness EP.
All right. And are you currently involved in any other projects or bands that you think people should know about?
No. No, I play guitar for a very girly hard rock band called Black Velvet. Yes, it's named after a whiskey, which you should drink whenever you come to our shows. We got a few shows coming up with that band as well in the basically around New York State in general. As far as I'm concerned, we're playing tons of shows at the Forum in Amherst, as well as playing at Kissing Bridge, which is going to be our first show coming up on March 3rd.
May 3rd.
May 3rd, whatever. You're in the band, you should tell me this.
No, they suck.
I don't know any of my dates for my band, I just play the guitar.
Well, thank you for showing up today, Mr. Patrick Tierney.
Now we're going to end this interview on the brown note.
That's cool.